Ade was a cheerful little boy who lived with his mother in a quiet village surrounded by farmland and thick forest. His mother was a poor widow who worked hard every day on their small piece of land. Despite their humble life, Ade always had a smile on his face. Every morning, he helped sweep their compound, fetch water, and carry tools to the farm. One market day, as his mother tied her wrapper and grabbed her basket, she asked Ade, "What should I bring for you?" He thought for a moment. "A flute," he said softly. She smiled. "If I see one, I'll buy it." Later that evening, she returned dusty and tired but smiling. "Look, Ade," she called. In her hands was a simple wooden flute. Ade jumped with joy. He blew into it, and though the sound was rough at first, he danced, twirled, and played all evening. His laughter filled the compound like music itself. From that day, Ade and his flute became inseparable. He played while working, walking, and even when resting under trees. What neither of them knew was that this simple flute would soon open the door to something extraordinary. One cool morning, Ade and his mother set off early for the farm. Birds chirped above as they tilled the soil and cleared weeds. Ade tied his flute to a branch near the edge of the field so he could play during their rest break. As the sun began to set, they packed their tools and headed home. Halfway down the dusty path, Ade stopped. "My flute. I left it at the farm." His mother frowned. "It's too late, Ade. The forest is not safe at night." "But Mama, I promise I'll come back quickly," he pleaded. "I can't sleep without it." Reluctantly, she sighed. "Go quickly. Do not speak to strangers, and come home before dark swallows the road." Ade nodded and ran back, his feet kicking up clouds of red dust. As he entered the farm clearing, he looked toward the tree where he left the flute, gone. He searched around frantically, then paused. Strange music filled the air, though no one was in sight. Suddenly, from behind a tree, tall glowing figures emerged. Their eyes shimmered like stars. Ade took a step back, heart pounding. "Don't be afraid," one said gently. "Are you looking for this?" and held up the flute. Ade stared in awe at the strange glowing beings. They had gentle eyes, long limbs, and wore robes that seemed stitched from moonlight. Though nervous, Ade bowed politely. "Yes, that's my flute," he said. "Thank you for finding it." "We didn't find it," the tallest one replied, smiling. "It came to us when you left. Play for us, and it shall be yours again." Ade hesitated, then raised the flute to his lips. A soft, magical tune flowed through the clearing. The spirits began to sway. Their feet glided across the grass, dancing without touching the ground. The trees around them shimmered with every note. They clapped and spun, laughter like wind chimes filling the night. When Ade finished, the leader bowed. "You have a gift. Our king must hear this." Before Ade could reply, the world seemed to shift. The farm disappeared, replaced by a sparkling village made of crystal trees and golden sand. He was led into a great hall where a glowing throne stood, and upon it, a regal being with silver hair and emerald eyes. The king leaned forward. "Play for me, boy." Ade raised his flute again, and this time, the magic was even greater. As Ade played, the entire hall lit up with color. Fireflies danced in patterns above. The king smiled wide, then stood and joined the others in a slow, graceful dance. When the music ended, the king's voice boomed gently, "You've brought joy to our land. Stay with us tonight." Ade looked down. "I can't, Your Majesty. My mother will be worried." The king nodded. A good son honors his mother. "Take this," he said, handing Ade a small brown leather bag with golden stitching. "Open it only when you reach home." Ade thanked them all. In the blink of an eye, he was back at the farm, flute in hand and bag under his arm. He ran all the way home. His mother hugged him tight, worried sick. When he told her everything, her eyes widened. Together, they opened the bag. A soft breeze swirled through their hut. Then, light burst forth. Inside were clothes finer than any royals, bags of rice, yams, beans, a heap of coins, and cloths woven with golden thread. Aid's mother gasped. The spirits blessed you. They sang, danced, and thanked the heavens. Then, they called neighbors to share. But among them was one pair whose eyes burned with jealousy. Mama Fola lived next door. She was known for her loud mouth, sharp tongue, and envy. When she saw the riches in Aid's home, her heart twisted with greed. This boy. That poor widow's son, she grumbled. No. My Kola must get his own flute. She stormed to the market and bought a cheap flute. That evening, she handed it to her son. Kola, get up. We are going to the farm. Kola rolled his eyes. I don't want to go. I'm tired. With a loud hiss, she raised a broomstick. Lazy child. Move. At the farm, Mama Fola hid the flute behind a rock. It's getting dark, she said, dragging him home. Oh no, you forgot your flute. Go back and get it. What? It's not even mine, he whined. Go now. Grumbling, Kola returned to the farm. The sky was dark, trees swaying in the breeze. Suddenly, glowing figures appeared. Who are you? He shouted, laughing rudely. You look ridiculous. The beings frowned. What do you want? My flute, of course. I bet you stole it. Despite his rudeness, they returned the flute and asked him to play. Kola smirked. Easy. Watch me. Kola puffed his chest, raised the flute, and blew hard. A screeching, unbearable sound tore through the air. The glowing beings winced, covering their ears. Stop, one cried. You don't know how to play. But Kola grinned. That's music, you bush spirits. Still, they led him to the king. The magical village shimmered again, but this time, the lights dimmed at Kola's arrival. The throne room quieted. The king eyed him sternly. Play for me. Kola looked at the crowd and snorted. You all look like lanterns with legs. Especially you, he said, pointing at the king. Big head like calabash. Gasps echoed. Play, the king repeated. Kola blew into the flute again. It squealed like a dying goat. Everyone cringed. The spirits held their heads, groaning in pain. When he finally stopped, Kola folded his arms. Now, give me my reward. The king whispered something to a guard, who handed Kola a leather bag, just like Aid's. Kola snatched it and ran. Let's see what treasure I've got. Kola burst into his compound, calling out to his mother. Mama! We made it. She rushed in, eyes gleaming. Close the doors and windows. Let no one see. They bolted everything shut and sat before the mysterious bag. Mama Fola rubbed her hands greedily. Let's be rich. Kola pulled the string. A strange silence filled the room. Then, boom! A thick black smoke exploded from the bag. From it emerged dreadful creatures, masquerades with glowing red eyes, painted faces, and canes as long as spears. They roared and chased Kola and his mother out of the house. No! Help! Mama Fola screamed. The creatures beat their canes on the ground, summoning even more horrors. Crooked birds with flaming wings and spirits with empty faces surrounded them. They ran into the forest, disappearing into the night. The next morning, the villagers found their house destroyed, the walls blackened by smoke. The magical bag was gone, only ashes remained. People whispered for days. The village elders gathered under the Iroko tree. News of Kola and his mother's fate spread quickly. Aid's gift came from kindness, one elder said. Kola's curse came from greed. The people nodded. Children listened wide-eyed. Mothers held their little ones closer. Ade and his mother continued to live peacefully. Their home remained a place of joy, music, and generosity. Whenever someone was hungry or in need, they were never turned away. Ade still played his flute under the mango tree. Birds gathered when he played. Sometimes, even the wind seemed to dance. The spirits never appeared again, but their lessons echoed in every drumbeat and story. When children misbehaved, their parents would say, "Remember Kola and the flute of fire." And when they did something kind, elders whispered, "May the spirits bless you like Ode."